Hey, Jackie Brole's on here.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. Together, we're Red State Update, and we're coming to your home via podcasting paraphernalia or YouTube video-wise and giving you the Red State Update something podcast.
Name's too long. I can't remember all. You think I'd know it by now because it plays on the song on here every time, but I don't. You tune that out after so many times. You just tune it out.
People just tune that out.
Yeah.
And nobody expects you to know anything or
What?
be a part of this, really. Just what they want you to every once in a while do one of your catchphrases like, what? Or listen.
Yeah. Watch your language.
That's another
That's
good
another
one.
of them. Well, that's not that's the result of you. I wouldn't be saying that all the time if you want for your mouth. That's one I wouldn't say.
I think that we're evolving as a culture and that eventually, soon, cussing will be how people talk. There won't be other words.
It already is. That's how filth is in everybody's mouth all the time. TV, movies, no matter what you, songs even. Everything's filth as far as language goes.
Oh, it's not everything.
Name something that ain't besides Sesame Street or something for children. Which that'll be for too long, you won't say it. That'll be, a big bird be saying every other word.
Oh, Big Bird wouldn't say it. But
Well, I hope not.
Start with Oscar. They tested it out with Oscar. Let me
Yeah.
tell you how it'd go down. They tested it out with Oscar telling somebody, go to hell.
All right.
And then slowly they'd start working it in, like Bert and Ernie be like, fuck this, Bert.
Hey,
or whatever.
I don't want to hear it on that, and I don't want to hear it out of you. I ain't doing it yet. I hope that's one thing I hold on to. What they took it off of? They quit playing for Sesame Street. What's it's on? Somebody say it's on HBO now.
I think they moved it to HBO so that rich kids can learn how to read first.
Yeah.
And then in a month later, after rich kids know how to read, they're going to show it on PBS so all the poors can learn.
Do they still run it on the PBS? Because,
I think it takes them, like first they show it on HBO. Then later they show it on PBS. After the rich kids have wrung everything, they milked every last ounce
learn how
of
to
learning.
read, all that.
Spanish.
Animals.
Then they give it to the poor kids.
Poor kids, most of them already know how to speak Spanish.
And it's just a used up husk of nothing.
Yeah.
So it's a good deal they made. They made a good deal. They get to keep, they get some HBO money.
Well, that's tired of taking out of my pocket. I'll say that right now, because that's one thing Mitt Romney, I thought he had right, is we could quit paying for this. Children are supposed to learn in school. My tax dollars are to go for school learning. I don't need to make a funny puppet show, too. There's one thing, it's all they need.
First, I have 2 points I'd like to say here about why you're wrong.
Well, I'm wrong.
If Sesame Street was like it was when I was a kid, then yes, let's have our tax dollars go to pay for it, because that's some funny shit. Bert and Ernie,
right.
like Ernie trying to keep Bert awake all night long. I don't know why, if it was some kind of experiment, but Bert could not. Ernie's job was to keep Bert awake all night long, and he brought in that sheep, and that was funny as hell.
I don't care. It ain't. I don't pay Rodney Dangerfield either. He's funny. Then he don't get everybody's tax dollars. He goes out and earns it like he should.
Right. You know why, don't you? No respect.
That's right. Yeah, it's true about him. Yeah. Yeah, he was funny. Yeah.
It is funny.
But that's fine that it's funny.
But
I
I'm
like
saying,
funny things. I like them. I don't.
If it was
I choose
that
to pay,
old funny,
I choose to pay to go see Rodney Dangerfield movie. That comes out of my pocket.
Dead.
Well, I know it when he was around. It's probably the last movie. Well, it wasn't the last movie. I remember used to go see some of him, Ladybugs, and something else.
How many times did you see Ladybugs?
Oh,
like
that was
3
funny.
times?
That's soccer. He had a little boy. He dressed him up like that. Of course, you couldn't do that today either. No. You couldn't dress up a boy like a little girl.
Rodney Dangerfield might be able to get away with it.
Well, he should be. He'd be able to do. But see, didn't government take your tax dollars out of out of your hard-earned money to make ladybugs.
Look,
And if they did, I guarantee you some people stand up and get mad. And then people say, how dare you, Sesame Street? That's just the greatest thing. It is funny to some people, and even if it is funny, I don't care. It ain't my job to put my money up to make you laugh or anybody else.
I'll be honest. If I like it, it doesn't bother me. If
All
that's
right.
why if it's old school,
Because it's just about you. That's right. That's the usual typical kind of attitude of the liberals, what you're talking like now. I don't care. I want this. And the hell with everybody else. No, everybody else don't have to. If you get sick, I'm already paying because of Obamacare. You can't pay for yourself. And I ain't talking about the people who's already sick before. Churches and things like that took care of them. But I can't save everybody, and to be quite honest, there's a few sick people out there I bet you don't deserve a damn dollar amount. I guarantee you they are.
No, just because you're sick don't mean you ain't an asshole.
Hell no. If some people get sick, and I don't mean to say the bad things, I knew that was coming. You know, that's what you call what goes around comes around right there for some people. But money shouldn't come around out of my wallet for whoever it is laid up in.
I don't give two shits about a kid who can't read. I want Mr. Hooper to be alive. So if my tax dollars goes to Mr. Hooper living, that's fine. If it goes to fucking Abby Cadabra,
watch your mouth.
How does that
Watch
shit?
your mouth.
Elmo, fuck Elmo.
Watch your mouth.
My tax dollars ain't going to that. I'm glad they fooled HBO into giving them some money for fucking Abby Cadabra.
Watch it. That's
You
fine.
tell me when Super Grover's back on Sesame Street, I'll get out my fucking checkbook.
Hey, watch your mouth. I don't
sorry.
want to hear it. You didn't learn how to talk off of Sesame Street. There's for sure right there.
No, but I can count to 14 in Spanish.
I don't. It don't matter. HBO is fine because you got to pay for that. That's fine. If you want your child to learn from little funny animal puppets instead of where they should be learning in school, then pay for it. That's right. That's like paying a tutor or something else. You ain't doing good in school.
I got two more things I want to say. One of them is...
Well, as long as it ain't using the words you've been using, say it in another way.
One of the things I want to say is I ordered the big hamburger. And the other thing I want to say is look at it like this. I don't want to sound like a liberal.
You sound like one of me.
Just because I want everything I want and I don't care if other people have to pay for it doesn't make me a liberal.
What?
What I'm saying is, okay, all these kids that we just said we don't care about, the sick ones and the ones who can't read, that Jackie and I don't care.
I didn't say I don't care about them. Like I said, go to church, go someplace else.
You're saying your tax, but you say it doesn't affect you. Go to church, let them take care of it. I can't pay for everybody.
You know there's people come up there. Ain't one homeless person I ain't ever offered a bologna sandwich to sweep up. I do my part in helping underprivileged, and I don't expect a pat on the back for it, but don't sit here and say I don't give a damn, because Lord knows I do. If a homeless person wants to sweep up, now I know a sick kid
can't sweep up. They can't.
Can't handle a
get all
broom
that
like
dust
that.
in their lungs, them little sick lungs.
And a lot of sick ones can't eat bologna for whatever reason.
But healthy people really shouldn't.
Well, I know.
It's full of nitrates.
It ain't going to hurt you none. Bologna sandwich, people been
fried up.
It's good
when
fried
it bubbles up and gets black on it. Gets that good. Black on it.
Yeah.
Then you cut it in the center, and you got that Pac-Man bologna, and you put a slice of cheese on that son of a bitch.
All right. You don't have to say it like that.
Get some mayonnaise on it and some yellow mustard. Don't put no fancy mustard on it.
Hey, now just...
Fuck you with that
watch
fancy
your mouth.
mustard.
I'm not going to listen.
I'm not going to listen to shove that mustard
watch
straight.
Watch your damn mouth. You making me cuss now. I ain't going to listen to that. Now, look, don't go be running your mouth.
I'm just mad about two things, bologna and Abby Cadabra.
Don't run your mouth about fried bologna sandwich on here, because the homeless person going to come sweep up and think I'm going to fry it. I ain't got time for that. I'm busy for
what
people
if he
who...
sweeps up real good?
He gets a bologna sandwich like I always have. I'm in there doing barbecue, everything else for people who pay for it and have a job, had taken the initiative to go out and get a real job and have enough money to buy stuff that's hot. But if you won't do, just like I said, if you come up there, sweep up, take some garbage out back, I'll make you a bologna sandwich. Don't sit there and say fried bologna sandwich, delicious. Don't get me wrong, but you sounded like you giving an advertisement or something like that, and I don't want that. Sick children or homeless person can't, you get a regular bologna sandwich. That's it.
Other thing I wanted to say was this: these kids that we said we don't give a shit about. They're at home. We're like they just ain't learning, but we're not thinking. Now, again, this may be how a liberal thinks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there may be something to this. We are a society. We are the American society, and we all have free will. And we go out, we get our jobs, and we have money that pays for sandwiches that have been in a pan.
Yeah.
Not just straight out of the fridge, but there's a pan involved in some grease.
Hot, heat.
Hot.
Yeah.
Hot sandwich.
Yeah. Cook.
But as a society, these kids, we're thinking all these kids that don't get Sesame Street, who gives a shit? But
it's not who gives a whatever. That's fun time, and it's got little animals play.
Well,
they go to school. They go to school. That's where they're supposed to learn all that stuff.
After school, mama and daddy, or two daddies, two mamas.
All right.
Or
don't make it all. You don't have to go down the list of what's right to say. Just talk about your child right now.
Because of Obama, everybody's at work. So these kids come home. Lord knows how they got there. Probably had to hitchhike.
Yeah.
They come home. Their little pudgy fingers fumbling with the key, getting in there. Nothing to eat. After a long, hard day of being ignored by overworked, alcoholic, Common Core following teachers.
Yeah.
These kids come home, ain't learned a damn thing, hungry, tired, alone. All they got to keep them inside and not breaking in to your home and murdering somebody is Sesame Street. Now, yes, we don't have to pay for Sesame Street, but if it keeps somebody in our family from getting murdered, it seems like it might be a bargain.
Well, keep it from being. All it does is try to laugh at it. And like you said, you 40-something years old is still laughing about
What's
what
this
you.
fly doing in my soup, Grover?
Whatever. You still think that's funny.
Grover's a waiter.
Well,
remember that?
I know Bird.
What if you went into a damn restaurant and here come Grover out saying, let me take your order? I'd be like, get me the fuck out of here.
Watch your mouth.
I'll go over to damn Demas's before I let Grover take my order. Can you imagine Grover working at Demas's?
He messed everything up. I know. I seen it.
For folks who don't
I ain't saying
live in...
it's a bad show. I ain't saying it's not funny. I'm just saying I don't need to pay for it. They should be able to pay for themselves, which HBO good. Let them stay over there. I ain't going to pay for it. I ain't going to pay for HBO to look at a show for children. But if you had children, you got money, like I said, rich children, that's what private schools are, isn't it? That's what that already is, right? You say, oh, you ain't going to learn nothing in a public school. Well, I'm sorry my money ain't good enough for you. I'm sorry my hard-earned money don't pay for the kind of education you want. You take what you get and do the best you can with it. Run with that as far as you can. And that's up to each and every individual right there. Don't matter how many puppet shows you watch or whatever. Paid for or not.
You know who they don't use as much as they used to is Harry the Monster. Remember Harry?
I don't remember. I know Bird and the Grouch. That's the only two monster eat cookies. That's it. I don't know all of them. Ernie and Bird, I do know, and the Frog. I know more. I guess I thought I did.
Well, somebody's learning something.
Well, I wish that is space in my mind. I'd rather be filled up with something else.
What?
Not, puppet names. That's a whole. That's a.
I mean, what would you rather it be?
I don't know. Just something. Take up an interest in something else. You know.
You can learn to play guitar finally.
Well, I like horses. I don't play guitar. Ain't got time for that.
You could write a song about horses.
Well, that's you can still write songs about things, not play guitar. You don't have to play guitar.
Mighty hooves a clopping on the road.
Not right now. I don't want to write a song right now. Nobody wants us to either.
Is it sponsor time then?
I guess and I knew it's gonna come this. I just want to get this out of the way and just. I'm not gonna give an opinion on this one way or the other. This is basically a public service announcement. What I'm doing right here, more so than a paid for. And this ain't because I'm like Sesame Street PBS. It's something important. This ain't teaching numbers puppet wise.
I learned how many coconut cream pies Jim Henson could hole dressed as a chef on the top of a flight of stairs before he dropped them and tumbled all the way down. I
How
learned
does that help you in life? How is that ever going to come in handy? Man,
Wait, is stuff you learn supposed to help you in life?
Yes, it's supposed to. Like I said, I don't know why I got my brain cells, puppet names taken up. I don't know how many brain cells, because it's just in your face.
Would you rather know the names of some puppets or Algebra 2?
Well, I don't know what Algebra 2 is going to
see?
But I just, like I said, horses or something else, something I like. Just let me do my sponsor. I don't just...
The wind was whipping through his silvery mane.
No, don't like it. The Tennessee Stud, that's a horse song I like right there.
There were 13 horses on the back in my backyard this morning.
All right, let me just get this over with, because this is something I don't particularly take any joy in talking about, but I just got to get it over with. Because the sponsor I've had past few weeks, things just like I said, didn't want them to get out of hand, and sure enough, it's gotten out of hand. So, listen, if you got a fox-faced cat, federal government, for whatever reasons, need to confiscate all of these fox-faced cats, because she has been, it's not licensed. She's not licensed.
It's unlicensed genetic tinkering,
experimental, whatever the hell it is. Anyway.
And it's the license part that's most important. If she'd had a license, according to
I don't know how you get those, but I'm sure if you go through, a lot of people have farms and animals and stuff and don't realize they need a license. I know I need a license to fish and a license to hunt. And that's two things killing animals. You need a license to kill.
But you also need a license to create life.
Well, I didn't know that. That's what I'm saying. That's new to me. I didn't know that. I thought that's just nature, but all right. Well, I mean nature with, like you said, her tinkering, but for a good cause. It ain't to make some sort of, animal with no legs or arms or anything. These are adorable little pets, or they were anyway, until government stepped in, and I don't know. It ain't my place to say anything legally or whatever. I can't afford a big-time Nashville lawyer, so I'm staying out of it. All I'm going to say is, for the benefit of Big Lots and its employees, I'm going to plead with the fox-faced cat owners that are in there to come on out. It's not guaranteed they're going to keep your pet forever. They might, though. I don't know what. Some of them they may cut up, look into something like that. I don't know. But you tell anybody that government, anybody comes in. It's like in that, what is it? Alien comes down, man comes in a spacesuit. I'm going to take your pet, whether it comes from space or not, I'm going to take it, I'm going to cut it all up. Well, you do anything. You get your buddies with your bikes and you'd ride wherever you had to keep any spaceman from coming in and doing that.
Are you talking about E.T.?
Is that the name? Yes, right? That's what, yeah. Little boy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. People love their fox-faced cats as much as that boy loved his pet, whatever, space thing. And how did he act when they come try to get? That's the point I'm trying to say. So I can't blame these folks. I just don't want no one to get hurt. There's a lot of fox-faced cat owners, since they got the word that they were wanting, and you were supposed to take them down to Big Lots here. I don't know, someplace else.
Hardee's,
that's right.
Because we thought they were going to get fed real good.
Yeah. Everybody be throwing the scraps in the cage or wherever, the contraption you're supposed to.
The big bin where
you put them in and shoot something in it.
Yeah,
go down
you
in.
Just throw a biscuit in there.
Yeah, they give them something to eat till they come pick them up. But Big Lots is where this takes place. They all, for whatever, have congregated there. They got their fox-faced cats in there, and they basically got some weapons, they got some guns, and they're saying, you try to take my. And I said this last week. I don't want this to be an Oregon thing. I don't want people standing up for government. But the government has to look at what they're doing and look at where the position that they're putting these people in. Bless their hearts. But just because I don't want no one to get hurt, I ain't taking a side on this. I think the government's wrong, but still, the government is a government. Law is a law. Just hand over fox-faced cats and come on out of Big Lots. There are people. They got to work, and they can't get in and out of Big Lots, Of course, the difference between Big Lots and Oregon. They's in some sort of like the bird lookout someplace. I don't know what it is.
I picture them in a giant bird cage,
Wow.
like in a weird political cartoon, comparing a politician to a bird. Like they're sitting on a little, like finches. I imagine them as like armed, paranoid finches.
This fella's an orc. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they're asking for supplies and everything all the time. I need some of this.
Needing some newspaper to spread on the bottom.
No, not. They want Q-tips, things like that, or whatever. But Big Lots, they can hold up in there for a while. You know what I'm saying? They don't gonna need that.
They have so many off-brand cookies.
There's plenty to get by on inside of Big Lots, any Big Lots. But I hope they're not doing that. And if they are, I know some of the folks in there, and I know they're doing the right thing by keeping a tab and all that. And when they get this,
they'll settle
up with Big Lots. This ain't against Big Lots.
They sell mattresses. They got them damn Pauladine mattresses in Big Lots.
Well, they'd be comfortable.
You can sleep good on one of them.
Yeah,
Anything made by Paula Deen or with her name on it,
comfort
is going to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something you can sit on or lay back on, and it's got the Paula Deen name, well, this is going to make me just not want to get up.
That's true, yeah. Good product, yeah. But I just don't want no one to get hurt. Just come out, give them the fox face cats, and go home and get you another pet. Bless your heart. You've been through enough. It's awful what they're doing to you. I just don't want anybody to get hurt. Right now, supposedly, FBI is negotiating with these fox face cats.
How many? So they got all the fox face cats that were turned into Big Lots and from Hardee's. Did you give them the fox face cats that were dropped off here?
I did not give
at your store, which was an officially designated.
It was a designated stop. By the time that whoever they work for animal control or whatever, when they come over here to pick them up, they had already been done got. And I didn't know one way or the other.
They broke into your store.
They didn't break in. They said we're going to take them over to Hardee's. I said, well, they'll be better off there. The food, they'll get fed.
Yeah.
Now, I have food here, but they'll get sick eating this stuff. Yeah, that's for animals. It's people food. You can't feed.
Well, what is Hardee's in?
Well, like a biscuit, it's different. I know I make some breakfast.
Hardee's did used to say for people or animals. Like when they first, remember them old-timey.
Years ago, when you had your truck, you'd put livestock in the back and go down there. Yes, when it was
give me one
Sonic.
Sausage biscuit, and then I'm going to drive by real slow, and I want you to put a sausage biscuit in the mouth of every animal in the back.
If you pay for it,
they do it. They would put a sausage biscuit in the mouth, whatever animal you had with you.
That's down here in the South. I don't know if they had that. That's Hardee's. They call it something else, other places, whatever. But down here, that's how Hardee's used to be. Not anymore because of,
Well, there's health code. There's safety.
That's the main thing, yeah. Safety, health code.
You see somebody missing a finger or two, you'd be like, Hardee's, right?
Yeah. Horse bite down on a finger, you'll lose
Horse thinking it's getting a good sausage biscuit, and it finds a finger in between it and that sausage biscuit. That finger is no impediment to a hungry horse.
No, sir. Horse, they got teeth, yeah,
Horse got teeth.
Yeah, bite you. Not all of them. They're good horses.
Some of them have had them pulled like race horses. They're mean to them. You could have you could have shaved a little time off of that. Montana's finest, or whatever name you give a horse.
Tennessee walking horse, too. That bless their heart, It's beautiful to see him walk, isn't it? Ain't nothing like it. It's a gorgeous thing to see.
But what they have to do to get it.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's
they put the
unconscionable,
weights
really.
On there, take the teeth out, and they pin something behind the ear. I don't know. It's all braid the tail up even. Things like that. Just put a horse through hell. But it is it's a grand tradition in the South.
Tradition.
Don't forget that. And also, it's pretty to look at. You just like gliding.
You can torture an animal, and half of them will wind up doing something weird but beautiful.
Well, yeah.
That's why you got to have laws saying don't torture them.
Not all, yeah.
And then occasionally there's a loophole, like with the Tennessee walking.
Well, that's true, yeah.
My name is a Tennessee walking horse, and here's what they do to me.
All right. Nobody wants to hear that in a song. No, just sing about how they walk. You don't put the other stuff out of mind. Cause that's,
walking real funny like a Tennessee walking horse.
Hey,
Tennessee walking horse.
Yeah. Don't
forget about what they did to get me in
All
this
right.
shape.
Enough. I'm trying to talk about something serious here, trying to keep people out of trouble. And like I said, the FBI is negotiating with them. I don't know what they're wanting to do here in this situation. Although Big Lots, there's a lot of Big Lots higher up from, way up a chain negotiating too, because Big Lots, popular belief, they are not federally owned. They're not a federally owned building. Big Lots is a corporate there. They got some people up on high Big Lots negotiating too.
If I ran Big Lots, I would just shut the Murfreesboro location down.
What?
They just always trouble.
What are you talking about? Always trouble. There's good pricing there. I go shopping there. Don't tell them.
Yeah, it's full of bargains. I'm
That's
just
why-
saying.
yeah.
It seems like if something bad is happening in Murfreesboro, Big Lots is
Well,
involved.
I think it's a location sort of thing, or what? It's just.
They closing Davis Market, right? So I guess Big Lots getting some of that bad karma.
I don't know what it is, but they got some big time, Big Lots people down there talking, negotiating too. FBI just negotiating to get the Fox-faced cats.
Are they getting
Big
some
Lots
of
is
them-
negotiating to get them out. There's two different things that they're working
So
on.
the FBI is negotiating to get the cats.
Yes.
Big Lots is negotiating to get them out.
Yeah. They dealing with two different people, which that can get confusing because they all, you know what I mean? They all need to get together is what I'm saying. Don't meet with one and then the other. Get all together, sort this thing out, just give over. And I know I hate telling somebody to hand over a beloved pet, a family pet, but these aren't, you haven't had these long because they just come in the season, these that recently.
What about the old one, the ones that people may have had for years?
If I remember correctly, they only live for so long. If I remember, that's the case. So they're thinking, I guess, if we hold out in Big Lots for, a year or so,
It'll all blow over.
Yeah.
Nature will take its course.
That's what I'm assuming they're thinking.
Now,
in there.
there is some people, I've seen it on TV, like even local, Snowbird, I think, occasionally has, Jelly Jar has the people that live 100 years old. Snowbird occasionally will have like a fox-faced cat that's made it to like 2.5.
Oh, now there's a few, and I'm assuming they've already come, maybe got some of them I hadn't heard.
Sure, we don't know.
But
We don't know.
Mostly they only live for so long. Oh, real important now. Now they got the people, pet owners. I don't want to say anybody's name on here because they won't talk about if they won't talk to the press and give their names that they're in Big Lots. That's up to them. I'm not going to do it. I know some folks in there with them, but anyways. But I will say, Dylan Price. Mm-hmm. Bless his heart, he went and adopted about 3 or 4 of those half fox-faced cats.
Oh, from the pound,
Bless
right?
his
They
heart.
all wound up at the pound. You
Well,
go down there and get them for the
I
price of
don't-
shots. I knew it. That's a smart way to get a half fox-faced cat.
Either way, he went down there and got them. I don't care what the circumstances were. Just let that go. She got enough worry about now with all this. But anyways, he went and got about 4 of them. Now, he went down to Big Lots. I guess he thought they were coming. They don't care about the half-faced fox-faced cats, as far as I know.
No, nobody, the government doesn't?
I don't think, I think they
What
just-
about the fox-faced cat activists at Big Lots? Do they care about the half fox-faced
Well,
cat?
no, that's what I'm trying to say. He went down there to join the cause, and he did not know this. And Dylan, it's not. I'm not saying you stupid or anything like that. You just didn't know. A lot of people don't have this knowledge. Fox-faced cats and half fox-faced cats do not get along. They got enough trouble in there trying to do what they're doing in Big Lots. You bring them in there, they're going to be blood and mess. They do not get along. You can't get them within yards of one another. You can't.
They can smell there's something wrong.
They know the difference, as they can tell. They're just looking. I mean, you see if you were to look at something that you think it's you, and you look them in the face, and half that face don't look right, you'd jump too. You'd be startled. And you know what a fox and a cat does when they get startled. So
What does a fox do?
I'd bite, I guess, something,
Yeah.
cat scratch, but fox bite, if I have to.
That's true. Cat scratch and a fox bite.
I think that's the old saying, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how many half fox-faced cats are out there. Turns out the government don't care about those, keep those. I don't know if a lifespan is short enough, but they don't have to worry about it. I don't know the reasons. It ain't my place to know, and I don't know. But if you have one of them, and you think you're joining a cause to help, they appreciate your support. Don't get me wrong, they do. They love Dylan Price. They said, thank you so much for coming down here. You get those things, get them the hell away right now. So Dylan didn't know anything about it, and some of y'all may not know anything about it. So don't take them down there. Just give them support just by saying, good job, wave American flag, do whatever you got to do, but just don't take your half fox-face cats down there to Big Lots because it's going to be a bigger mess than it already is. And I want to see things resolved. I want to see them resolved quick. So hopefully this will get taken care of if the Big Lots, executives and the FBI and some of my good buddies in there, bless their hearts. I don't think about it, what's going to happen. Just I hope it all works out. Just leave it at that. So basically, if you want to go shopping at Big Lots, you ain't getting in there right now. Just you have to go to Kmart somewhere else.
People are probably used to that. I got a sponsor this week, Jackie, and I'm ashamed of you.
Why?
Capitulating to the government.
I'm not capitulating. I don't want people to get shot or hurt, or animal for that matter.
Well, you know who else didn't want people to get shot or hurt? The King of England, when we said, stood up to him and said, you know what, buddy, or ma'am, I don't know who it was, you can take your unfairness and shove it up your fancy British asshole.
Hey.
Because from now on, America is in charge.
All right.
And that's how it's been for 700 years. And ever since that day, when Americans hear somebody tell them what to do, whether it's a good idea or not, we puff our chests out and our dander gets up and we say, we're getting a gun. And here we go. And we're going to take over this Big Lots. And here we go. And so that's what's happening here, Jackie. This is freedom in action. It's called a little something.
I didn't say
the Constitution
I didn't
of
say
America.
Anything other than that. I don't want no one to get hurt over, no matter how cute an animal it is. An animal,
No, animals are family. There are,
right,
and if you have freedom holes in your ears, then jack them open with a Q-tip. Jack them open.
Why?
Because it's time for your freedom holes to be filled with the song of the Constitution. And there's nobody who can sing it like Leslie Dollarhide, who gave me $25 to try to foster revolution. She wants everybody who's ever had a fox-faced cat to get down to Big Lots and take them or their cremains with them. They've got so many fox-faced cats in this Big Lots.
No.
It smells awful. But sometimes the tree of freedom must be watered with a little cat shit.
All right.
And that makes... You ever put cat shit on a tree of freedom?
What?
Just like fertilizer?
What the
green.
hell are you
Leafy and green.
All right, fine. I don't want... like I said, I'm trying to stay within the law. And I hope she goes and gets the best Nashville lawyer. I will contribute. I'll take money. That's something I'll take money out of my pocket for. I don't want no one going to jail. I don't want no one getting hurt, especially these sweet little fox-faced cats.
No fox-faced cats shall be hurt, but the owners of the fox-faced cats are expected to give up their lives in the name of liberty. Now, look, she doesn't want to start nothing, but she'll finish it, and she's wearing her sheer nightgown because Inky's still getting
That's
them sweatshirts
I don't care
ordered. But her and Inky are going to be
down.
down there, the Mr. and Mrs., even though they're not married, of this new movement that has captured the hearts and minds of so many of us here in Murfreesboro. And we need you down there. Don't listen to Jackie, who I guess loves Obama and kisses his face.
Didn't. You know better than that. Now, don't start saying that.
The government told you that if you like your doctor, you could keep them. That same government is telling you if you like your fox-faced cat, they won't cut it open. I've heard that story before, government, and I didn't like the way it turned out.
All right.
The ending to this one is Waco-esque.
I don't say, see, you say
Better
things
ending.
like that is, no, don't say things like that. That's the last thing we want. First off, I don't want anybody in their hut, including animals. Second off, I shop at Big Lots. I don't want it burning up. I don't want you just telling them to go in there and wipe them out.
Nope. Cats will be fine.
All right.
Fox-faced cats we're sure will be fine because the optics on the government burning up a bunch of cats that are even more adorable because they also look like foxes.
Right in the face,
That
yeah.
would be terrible.
I know.
I can't imagine. Sure, okay, a bunch of like apostolic kids in Waco, that's one thing. But if you're going to say that the government's going to firebomb a whole Big Lots full, do you know how many fox-faced cats are in there?
I don't
Take
know.
a whiff.
I don't know.
And then get back to me. It's got to be 100.
Just don't you trying to stir it up.
And if you ever owned one and its life was so unfortunately cut short by nature and genetics, but you
that's something she was working on.
She was trying to fix it. And you know
they
what?
live longer and longer every time.
She had Inky bring her test tubes and her needles down to the Big Lots, and she's got everything. She's got a working laboratory in the back. So back in the storeroom, since they're not receiving new shipments, her and Inky's recording all this for posterity. He's drawing cartoon after cartoon. And the fox-faced cat owners, who you may think would be pampered and pink and soft, well, guess what? They're down there, and they're learning how to use guns, and they're learning how to stand up for themselves.
A lot of them already know how to use guns. I'm trying to diffuse a situation.
I'm trying to fuse it.
You trying to put gasoline all over it.
Yep.
You ready for it to burn down. Well,
Yes.
I love the people of my community.
Mm-hmm.
I love the animals too, but
Sure.
you know, I love people more than animals. Sorry,
Jackie just wants. Was not going to be happy to
I
every
love
cat
Big
in
Lots.
there.
I want Big Lots staying open too. I don't want it just.
Jackie wants the streets to run red with the blood of kitty cats.
What?
Leslie Dollarhide wants it to run red with the blood of faceless government.
All right,
automatons. Who cares? Let's be honest. We love cats. America loves cats. This is peak cat in America. If you've got the internet, then you know cats are adorable, and you can waste a whole afternoon looking at them. Have you ever touched a cat, Jackie? They're
I
soft.
touched a cat. I know anything about cats.
Warm. They make that noise.
These are fox-faced cats that are a little different. Some
Even
of them,
better.
Some of them purr, some of them do something else.
They make a fox-like noise.
Yeah.
And they run all over. They got the run of Big Lots. These cats are fine unless the government decides to murder them, which is always a possibility. So Leslie Dollarhide says, government, get in here. Look at me in the eyes, not in my sheer bathrobe. My eyes are up here, government.
Quit talking about what you're wearing. She needs to get a lawyer, get this settled, get her a license, and then none of this isn't even... Big Lots is back to normal. Everybody got the, animals that were created from a licensed genetic experimental scientist as opposed to not. And then everything's just running smoothly back to normal. And like every year, I think those fox-faced cats get to living longer and longer lives.
You think things can go back to normal after?
All right.
After this?
All right, enough.
We're past the point of no return, Jackie. This is the future, and who's going to shape that future? This woman, Leslie Dollarhide, in a see-through nightgown.
Enough about what
and her
she's wearing.
cartoonist
boyfriend.
I
don't care.
And all the people who have bought unlicensed cats from her, genetically modified to resemble foxes.
Leslie Dollarhide needs to save that $25. Should have throw it in your pocket to get people in trouble even more. She should save that, get a good Nashville lawyer, the best Nashville lawyer she can get, and then just handle everything legally. We can all come to terms on, we can make some sort of agreement. Like I said, they got Big Lots executives down there and some agents. Everybody can work this out with anybody getting hurt. That's all I want. That's all I want.
So that's fox-faced cats, adorable, cute little critters. Let's make sure that freedom is finally free when it comes to cat faces.
All right.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, it's Jackie Bros on here still.
Still with him is his good friend and family member, Dunlap.
Oh, family ain't not by blood.
Not by blood.
No, nothing like that.
But sometimes people can be even closer when they ain't related by blood.
That's something, yeah.
Would you say we're like that?
I'm
If I was family, you could be like, I hate him. I hate my family.
Do that way, you don't have to be family or not. It don't make any difference. I can tell anybody to get the hell away from me if I want.
But when you're family, you bound by blood, and you got to help. You've got to be there for them. You've got to say, hello, I'm your friend.
And not necessarily. Some people related to some real buttholes. So,
but since we're not blood related, the fact that you're still talking to me must mean you really love me.
Don't just talk on the thing and just do whatever it is we're supposed to be doing. I don't talk about none of that.
All right, let me give you some options here. News options, Jackie. We're at the section of the show called News Options.
Yeah.
I'm going to read some things out loud to you. You tell me what you want to talk about first. Sarah Palin, Oscars, National Review,
Oscars,
Trump shooting people, 18-year-old Ted Cruz, Sanders, Clinton, Iowa. I don't know if that's really news. And us going to New Hampshire.
All right, we're going to New Hampshire. Coming up, we're flying out there, what?
I don't remember.
Driving. We're driving, ain't we? Are we driving or
we
flying
haven't really
up there?
planned a lot of this out.
Well, we got to figure out how the hell we're going to get there one way or another.
I will be fine.
All right. It's going to be cold. It's cold as hell here. It's getting a little bit better today than it was yesterday. The snow's kind of... Yesterday, snow everywhere, but it's kind of getting back to normal today. But I don't even know what it's like up there. It's got to be bad, right?
I picture it sort of like, have you ever seen a movie about Santa Claus?
Huh?
Like that.
Seen the old cartoon Santa Claus, things like that, yeah.
How many different movies about penguins have you watched?
I don't know.
I picture it kind of like that.
Penguin movie. I like that one Morgan Freeman talks on.
Yeah, I wish Morgan Freeman.
They're freezing their little tails off, just huddled up, just cold as hell.
They don't know no better.
I know it. They gonna do what they gonna do. You can't tell them.
I bet that's what New Hampshire people are like.
It might be. Yeah, I ain't never been up there. It'd be Yankees every which way. But hopefully we're gonna get to what are we gonna try to do when we're there.
Shit, I don't know. What should we do?
Well, he's supposed to talk to the. Well, ain't nobody gonna talk to us. Just try to talk to them. The people running, they meet in places. They go in restaurants and eat and disturb people who are having a meal there, whatever. They go all over the place. There's that one fella talked to Martin O'Malley all night. Remember? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was pointless.
That poor son of a...
He come out in the snow. If y'all saw that story, some poor son of a bitch come out to see Martin O'Malley in the middle of a snowstorm.
Why would he do? First off, he deserves whatever he got. If you were stuck in there, Martin O'Malley, and you went through that...
That was in Iowa, though.
Well... It's different, I guess. I don't know. Well, Iowa's too big. That's one of the choices we made. That's because New Hampshire, you can drive from one end to the other. Hours or so. Iowa's big as hell. You got to drive all over the place, be in the car all day. And I do not want to be as bad as it is being in this room. It's like this, except a car is swerving this way and that. My eyes getting so bad, my glasses still. I can't drive to as good as I used to. I can drive from here and go home. I'm fine because I know this area. I know every, nook and cranny around here. New Hampshire I ain't ever set foot in. But he's going to be running his mouth, cussing and swerving all over the road in probably snow. And I ain't looking forward to it. But at least it's going to be less of it in New Hampshire and Iowa. That's what helped me make that decision.
So if you live in New Hampshire, to get on here and tell us where to eat.
To go see a politician, just get something to eat.
Get something to eat.
Get something good to eat. Yeah, I want to know what are they like known for? Everybody has something they're known for.
Yeah, what does New Hampshire eat?
I don't know. What is it? Clams?
So y'all let us know what to eat in New Hampshire. We don't know where to go. If anybody wants to tell us where to go, how to follow. Can we go to a Trump rally? Can we go to there's a debate in New Hampshire. There's
We
what else?
put in for credentials for that. We did that already.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last ones, they let us, for some reason, we still don't know how, but they gave us, thank goodness, out of the kindness of the hearts, I suppose, gave us press passes to get into those two, one in Las Vegas and one Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
This one ain't CNN. Is this somebody different?
This
gotta
is somebody
ask
different, yeah. So we don't know if we'll ever get in again.
We'll go stand outside of it or something like we used to before they let us in
But
there.
it'll be so cold.
Well, got to get a big coat for a gold. Some starter money got to go for a coat. A big coat keep me warm because the older I get, my skin gets beat like almost paper, and I'll freeze my old bones off up there. So I'm gonna get a coat, good one. If you know where to get a good coat for New Hampshire, just the right thickness, or right amount, whatever kind of fabric, let me know. Somebody write and tell me what kind of coat is good for New Hampshire at this time of year, because I'm gonna need one.
So tell us what to eat and where to get a coat.
Yeah.
Oscars, white people.
I don't even know the white people nominated list. They could have been all black people, and I wouldn't have known the difference. I don't know.
Well, that's racist.
Well, why is it that racist? Because I don't keep up with that sort of thing. I don't know anything about it.
Well, that's your privilege to not keep up with the
It's
Oscars.
my privilege not to know. I don't give a damn about what movie gets awards. I don't care about
that
that.
must be nice to be able to sit back and say, I don't give a damn.
Hell, it is. It ain't nice. It ain't one way or the other. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care if any black people ever get nominated.
No, it's not that. I don't care what color you are, whether you get one or not. If you get one, good for you. I know there's good actors that get one. If I helps them somehow get paid more money for doing good work, so be it. But I don't know who's who. Morgan Freeman got one for the Penguins, didn't he? Didn't he get one of those awards?
I hope so.
For something, I know he's got one. He better have. If they don't, if Morgan Freeman ain't got one, then if I was black, wouldn't bother showing up either. So, all power to you, I guess. I just don't give a damn one way or the other.
All actors matter, I guess, is what Jackie's saying.
No, I don't. None of them matter. That's the point I'm saying. I don't care. How many Asian people won one of them awards? Tell me right now. How many? Is that fella who played old Charlie Chan ever win one back in the days?
I don't know. If he did, it was before they knew he was racist.
What, was he white?
He might have been.
Might be. I don't know. He should have got one if
Hang
he's white.
ass
then.
Nor. Look, I don't know. The point is,
Hang ass Noah. They killed him. He won one and they killed him. I remember.
at the Oscars,
Not at the Oscars. Years ago, I remember he's a doctor because he went through that. I remember that name. Hang ass Noah. He was in some other good movies too. But he was over there in that and managed to live, and then he comes over here and they give him an Oscar, and then somebody shoots him in the street. So that's what is that what you want?
I don't know how many other Are you asking how many minorities besides African Americans have ever won Oscars?
I'm mad about it because shouldn't all of them be mad? That's what I'm saying. If is it just black people mad, or Asian people mad, or Mexicans mad? There's so many different kinds of people that can't even keep up all the words, right? But all of them should be mad, right? And I don't tell me.
Intersectionality.
What?
I don't know who's won what. I don't know if there's a list. I could look it up. I could see how many different races have won Academy Awards. I get my phone out.
Oh, hell, don't get the damn phone out. Hang ass
Do
Noah.
you remember anybody besides Hang Ass Noah?
Hang ass Noah was in that movie, Fields That Kill. Fields That Kill.
Kevin Costner. That's a good one. Baseball.
But no, he was Vietnam or something. I don't know. Hang ass Noah. Hang ass Noah.
Sorry, Jonathan.
What is it?
It was looking up. It said failed.
Well,
Kevin Costner.
Put it up then. Put the damn thing up because it doesn't do any good.
How many different races have ever won an Oscar?
Checking my sources. Okay, I found this on the web for how many different races have ever won Oscar.
Grown, what?
It says, are there really different races? How many major races are there in the world?
Yeah.
And Academy Awards and Oscars acting races are an all-white field, USA Today.
Well, liberal Hollywood, this is why it's a big story. Because they're the ones that always say politically correct and all this stuff, and you shouldn't treat it. All them movie stars do, and then they turn around and do this. So they can sit with the situation that they put themselves in, because they're the ones telling everybody else how to act half the time, and they can't even do it themselves. So they let them fight with themselves, try to get their own selves figured out.
So you're saying that if Hollywood was conservative, nobody would care about black people not getting Oscars?
Well, not necessarily. I didn't say that. I'm just saying they're the liberals. Liberal Hollywood are the ones telling everybody else to change their ways, and they got the same damn ways that everybody else that they're supposed to change to begin with.
So, but you're saying that if it was conservative Hollywood, they wouldn't care about changing their ways at all. Sounds like what you're saying. That's how it could be twisted by the media.
I just can't, in my mind, can't see conservatives giving a damn about movies one way or the other. It's fun for a few hours, past the time is fine. I like watching, old Maverick movie, anything, John Wayne, good. He won one, didn't he? Of course, he's white, who cares, right? I understand that.
Look, in the end...
Wait a minute, Indian won an Oscar. Years ago, I remember, saw it on TV. An Indian come out and got
for
one.
Slumdog Millionaire?
No, Indian, American Indian.
You talking about when Marlon Brando sent somebody up to collect his white award?
Oh, that's right. Well, at least he give it to an Indian one way or another. That's,
I think then he told them to throw it in a volcano or wherever they live.
I don't know what it was, but she wasn't white. Whoever she was, come out there and get it.
Well, that doesn't count. If a white person wins an award, you can't just send the help to pick it up for you.
It's got to start somewhere, don't it? It's got to start somewhere. Someone's got
to
make
me just
effort.
seems laziness. First of all, Marlon Brando could stand to get up out of his seat every once in a while. I know he wasn't in the audience watching, because that'd be like, hey, get a load of this. Watch what I just did. He was where was he? On his island?
I don't know where Marlon Brando goes.
Naming plants?
I don't know. Hang ass snore. He did something else. It wasn't Fields that killed. What else did Hang ass snore do? What movies he? That's a phone that.
What movies did Hang ass snore do?
Yeah.
I found a couple of movies matching yes, no.
He made more than two, didn't he?
I think this is one I'm going to have to type in.
Can you spell his name? I know. Hang ass snore.
Well, that's racist.
Well, I don't know how to spell it. Why is that racist? I don't know how to spell it. God forbid. I got to learn how to spell every single name, or else I'd hate somebody. That don't make any sense at all.
Killing Fields, Heaven and Earth, Eastern Condors, The Iron Triangle, My Life, Vietnam, Texas. This is what it says is his movies.
Well, my life, that's Batman, right?
Uh-huh.
That's right. He was giving Batman, he's a doctor, told Batman he's going to die. He said, go home, do like this, and film everything, talk to people before you die. I don't remember how it ended.
I think what you're doing, Jackie, aside from making people want to Netflix My Life, it's changing the subject from the uncomfortable, why didn't enough African Americans get awards this year, to, well, what about Chinese?
No, I'm not trying to change the subject. I'm just saying, if it's white all the time, then everybody should be mad. Or, how many black people get to make movies compared to white people? There's a ratio there, isn't there? There's this many white movies and this many black movies. And it's probably more white than black. So they outnumbering everything. Now that's
a good point. So you're saying let's make white people not be allowed to make movies anymore.
I did not say that.
But that's a good. And then if black people made all the movies, then it just stands to reason that occasionally a black person might slip through Academy-wise.
I guess that's one way to look at it. They don't make westerns anymore, so the hell if I care.
Posse.
Posse's good. Now, I didn't say that they could still make westerns. Didn't mean it that way, but I'm saying I don't care. Whoever's making them movies nowadays, I don't care because it ain't good westerns anymore.
If this podcast was a movie, you and me probably be up for Best Actor. You'd probably go supporting, try to take that path so that, so you get a lock on it so we wouldn't split the vote. I'd be up for Best Actor in a podcast.
Hell.
But that's just automatic because we do the best podcast and we're white.
But
now,
there's got to be black people doing podcasts out there somewhere.
Oh, sure, and I'm sure they're getting a lot more listeners than we are.
Well, then why the hell would we win?
Because we're white.
I don't want to win. First off, I don't care. So take me out of the give any award that you want to give me. I do like Marlon Brando. Give it to a black person.
So you would just, if you won the podcasting Oscar, you just sit at home and send a black person up to pick up your award.
No, you not pick it up.
That seems a little racist. Hey, go do that. Hey,
no,
I'm going to give you an order.
The point I'm saying, don't even bother putting me up for an award. Don't even bother doing that because I don't want it. Put somebody else up for it because I don't care one way or the other whether you give me something. What would it be? Like a statue?
Probably like a nice statue.
A pen or something?
Maybe like a watch.
Something I like it. In the movie Olympics, you put something around him.
Yeah, like a medal, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that?
I'm just wondering what it looked like. I didn't see,
There might be some money attached to it.
Well.
$500? You turn down $500?
I don't need $500 for this. And whoever would pay it to me for this is a damn idiot.
So that's oscarssowhite. Hashtag. Sarah Palin reappeared, your girlfriend Sarah Palin.
Well,
she come out and she endorsed your boyfriend Donald Trump.
Oh, don't say that. She ain't right. Something's wrong with her right now. And God bless her. I hope she gets the help she deserves. She's on something. She's somebody giving her pills, and I know how it is. I know if you got a child that's in jail and another one having baby. I mean, in my not necessarily immediate family, but I understand those kind of stresses. And then on top of it, having to go around with Donald Trump, she's taking some sort of pills or something. Because she ain't right, bless her heart. Get away from that man and get back to Alaska and get off of those pills and help your children get better. And I want as many Christmas books as you can write. Bless her heart. That's what she needs to do. And I'm making that play right now.
I don't know if anybody else has said that she's on something. You may be the first person to actually say that.
What?
I don't know if they're talking about that on like.
What do you mean? Why can't you
five.
look? You can look at it and see something ain't right. She ain't right. I mean, she used to say what you want to, interview wise, and she didn't read no book. Or, Katie Couric says this or whatever. Say that's fine. But when she made a speech, when she stood up there at the Republican convention, there wasn't a soul, there wasn't one conservative that didn't say, "Look at there, that's an American, that's a proud American woman right there." Bless John McCain's heart, and she did good. So she can get up there and talk. We know she can. But lately, something ain't right. The doctor said she's stressing out or something. The doctor said, "Here, take 4 of these, 5 of these," and she may be taking up to 6 or 7. Because something ain't right. And bless her heart, if I was in her situation, I may be drinking a little too much or doing too much of this or something myself. She's going through a lot. She has. Since she ran for vice president years ago, they have not left this poor woman alone. They have wore her out. They have wore her family out. Her family's messed up. Obama doing what he did to her boy like that. I don't know the ramifications precisely what it did, but she said something about it. Of course, that could be the pills talking. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to say Obama did something to her boy.
Well, he did something to all of us, technically.
Well, yeah.
He's taking something from all of us that we're never going to get back.
That's true. That's 8
so you
years
can
of my life.
say that she is shameful or whatever, but the truth is,
didn't say she was. They talking about other people saying that. Yeah.
Obama has took something from all of us. Track, Sarah, Michelle, His daughters, all of us.
Bristol.
Bristol. What's her husband's name?
I can't remember that. Todd.
Todd.
The family's going to hell, and she's on pills, and he's out there
Well, we don't know. Allegedly,
riding around. He's out there riding around on snowmobiles and stuff.
We don't know that she's on pills. I think even a barely listened to podcast cannot say.
Well, she look like she's on pills. I don't know, but if she is, you can get mad at me. I want her to hear this, because get off of it, get you some help, because we need you, Sarah. Donald Trump don't need you. The American people need you. So get off that mess, whatever you're on, and get your head right and get your family right and come back to us. We need you. The conservative American needs Sarah Palin. We do. Donald Trump, let's be honest, he don't need her.
Nope.
He don't need it. What does he need?
He said he could shoot somebody and he wouldn't lose any supporters.
At this point, I'm liable to agree with him. If we've gone full circle where he's talking crazy and he's self-prophesied he come around and everything he says is basically true now, I'm scared as hell.
What do you mean? What do you say is true?
If he went and shot some people, do you think he'd lose any supporters at this moment?
I think, maybe whoever he shot's family.
That'd be it.
Maybe not. If they were already supporters, they might be like, well.
That'd be it. Well, he used to what I'm saying come out of his mouth like, well, hell, he's crazy as hell.
Oh, now we believe him.
Now do you believe it? Well, he's right. He proved us right.
So
he proved himself right. He's proved, like, if he's, I don't know what to say.
You think maybe black people really will like him if he becomes president?
Now that not so sure about, but
maybe he'll fix the Oscars.
At least he's reaching out to him, yeah.
How's he reaching out to him?
Just saying,
That's how Donald Trump reaches out to you, by telling you that you will like him.
Well, you've got to like him for a reason. He just don't expect you to jump up and like him, does he?
What's his reason for black people liking him?
Well, just because he ain't done it yet don't mean he ain't going to.
He'll have a reason in the future.
That's what he's saying. He's saying ahead.
It'll be great. It'll be huge. You won't even believe how much you're going to like me.
Yeah.
All of you people. That's what he's saying. Yeah. All you people are really going to like me. The black people, the blacks, whatever you want to call them, are going to be crazy about me in such a way that it's going to knock their socks off. I think that's a little Sammy Davis Jr. Knock your socks off.
I think he said it for him.
Has he said it?
I don't know.
Knock your socks off. That feels a little Vegas to me, but I'm sure when he's going, he's not saying, Frank Sinatra said this, I shouldn't say it. He's probably like, Frank Sinatra said this, and I can improve on it.
Yeah.
Jesus said this, but I'm going to give it a little spin. 2 Corinthians. Remember?
He's ahead. Number one in polls. It don't matter. I don't, yeah.
Here's how bad Ted Cruz is. He makes people look at Donald Trump and go, he's not so bad.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz, I know he has never committed or caused a genocide.
Wow.
But other than people who have committed or caused genocides, actually murdered or done other horrible, violent crimes, Ted Cruz has got to be near the top of the worst people. Like, aside from those people, and I don't know, depending on the crimes, maybe up towards the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people... This makes me think that there is something. Liberals mock it. There is something to the persecution of the Christian in today's society.
Wow.
Now, maybe it's all in our minds. But there is something that makes American modern Christians feel like we are so under attack that we will flirt with Ted Cruz merely because he says some Christian things. The worst person who comes out and says Christian things, we're like, I'm gonna get behind this guy. All I'm saying is that if there were anybody slightly better saying Christian things, but there's not.
What do you mean? They all saying Christian things.
They say Christian things, but nobody believes Jeb Bush when he says Christian
Well, of course
things.
they don't believe anything he says. He's so,
So there's nobody that is saying real Christians. Nobody is satisfying what Christians want because they feel so persecuted. The only people that will come out and say what Christians want are the worst people. So either that means that the Christians are the worst,
don't say that.
or the people they like are so. When they say something, like the only people willing to say what Christians want are the worst people. I don't know what that means. You tell me what that means. Mike Huckabee, Rick Santorum, and Ted Cruz, Christian conservatives, love them, and they are awful.
Oh, pretty bad, yeah. And I don't believe word Ted Cruz. You know damn well Donald Trump ain't ever, the only time in his life he ever picked up a Bible is when he started running around holding it up. I don't think Ted Cruz knows the first thing about any of that stuff either. So why you believe him instead of why?
I think they're waking up. I think he's going down.
Well,
he's
going down. But so we basically, I've got it now. Since I've boxed myself in this corner, I'm gonna say Obama boxed Christians in the corner. First off, I don't put it all on them because Obama has drove.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. The persecution exists.
Yeah.
That's why they're so desperate.
They got to pick. Well, now that they stuck in the corner and they got this one or this one, they go, well, hell, we're going to have to go with 2 Corinthians.
If you were not actually under attack and being persecuted, fearful for your religion being stripped away, possibly placed into camps or executed merely for your religious beliefs, I can't think of any other reason why you'd support Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Now, maybe it's all in their heads. I don't know. I'm just saying. Nobody is going to support Ted Cruz if they ain't desperate. And even they're not desperate enough. Even they're waking up. All I'm saying is something has scared these people so bad that they're supporting Ted Cruz. And that is proof enough to me that something serious is going on.
8 damn years Obama liable to make anybody crazy. Unless you already crazy like the biggest liberal already is. They already got something in the brain not working right. The rest of us just putting up with Obama for 8 years, like I said, pushed everybody in the corner. Now, I don't want to vote for Ted Cruz, and I sure as hell don't want to vote for Donald Trump. But what the hell are we going to do?
Donald Trump is ahead by 70 points in every poll.
What the hell? And they've been saying, we're going to pick somebody else and this and that. There ain't nobody. Let's be honest. But outside of Chris Christie, who I know we got a lot of issues on his own, I'd still be hesitant there, but I'd pick him. I'm still saying I'd pick him over any others.
We've been joking this whole time that Donald Trump is terrible, and we say he's the ultimate Yankee, and everybody, the damn Nate Silver, everybody has been saying there's no way Donald Trump can win. All along. It's like we know that the primaries there's ups and downs. Donald Trump has been ahead since he got in.
Yeah.
And he's been ahead so long that no matter what ridiculous things he says, like shooting somebody, which is true, that now people are looking at him as we're no longer like, well, he won't be around for the whole time. Now we're trying to figure out what happens if he.
What are you going to do with it?
What are you going to do with it?
RNC going to have to deal with Donald Trump here pretty soon. And it's already been hell dealing with him just like it is. And now when he's going to be Republican candidate. And it's all going to be, what's the National Review? I don't read that anyway. It's like snooty Republicans, which I just ain't got.
Donald Trump is a populist. He doesn't have time.
The vote. Yeah, he ain't got time for that.
For people who read magazines that ain't named People or Southern Living.
Yeah. He wouldn't even really read Southern Living. He could hold it up and say you did. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 Corinthians. Whatever the 2 Corinthians equivalent of Southern Living would be.
Yeah.
Is what he would say. Maybe Country Weekly. Do they still make that?
I don't read magazines half the time anymore.
I was looking through the pages of Country Weekly. That's a good. You read that magazine? They still make that magazine? I don't know. You people are idiots. I always hear people say, "Oh, I wish the microphone be running and we could hear what he really says about." It wouldn't matter. Nothing would matter.
Wouldn't make no
I know.
difference.
I'm just saying the exact same thing Donald Trump just said, which is where we're at. He's actually come around to the truth.
Him shooting somebody in New York Street right in the middle of daylight, everybody else, I don't see.
Bang, bang.
He may have to deal with the courts a little bit. I'm not saying they just let him off, but through that, his poll numbers go up.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter. People are thinking, well, what if he shot a minority? I don't think it matters. He could shoot like the Republican. Who's the Republican junior senator from New York State? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He could shoot like a Tea Party. He could shoot Sarah Palin. He could shoot anybody. It does not matter. He would be fine.
Yeah. But don't take any chances, Sarah. We love you. Come back home to us. Get away from that man. There ain't going to be nothing good about that. Nothing good is going to come out. Even if he wins the presidency, nothing good is going to come out of being around Donald Trump. You're going to pay for it somewhere down the road. I hope it ain't so. The only thing I like about her supporting Donald Trump was just thinking about McCain sitting at home watching it on TV. Old John McCain.
He's a funny little man.
Yeah, he is.
Now he's just one of those people like,
yeah, mad as hell. This old man mad as hell. Yeah. Who do he cusses, what's his name, ever picked out Sarah Palin for him to begin with, don't I? Don't you know he calls him up and cusses him every time something like this happens?
this woman's on TV again, and I am just...
Yep.
What in the hell did you...
That's a good...
Well, guess who's on TV right now? It's the same. You did this to me, and I will never forgive you. Listen to this.
Yep, that's it. Of course, he got a worse mouth on him than you do, from what I
know.
hear.
He'd be like, this fuck... I didn't
Hey,
want to say because it'd be terrible towards women.
I don't want
They'd
to
be like,
hear
this effing, like, you know what? Like, she's on here, and she just... I can't even put my foot through this goddamn...
Yeah, I don't like a cussing, but yeah.
Throw this TV out the window. If you were here right now...
Yeah, that's good.
But he did it, really. It's his fault.
I know he did it.
It's his fault.
I know it did, but that was fine back
Yeah,
then. She was
like-
okay back then, but look,
Really, she should have said, it's not Obama's fault. It's about damn John McCain's fault.
that's true, yeah. You can look at it that
They'd
way.
be back in Alaska. Everybody'd be fine. They'd be making a target run.
Yeah.
None of this bullshit would have happened. It's John McCain's fault. Look, you take responsibility for your own stuff. I'm not saying. I'm just saying if she was going to blame somebody, really, really buck stops with John McCain. I mean, we can all blame him. She could blame him too.
Yeah,
If
sure.
I were Track, I'd be like, ugh. If I were going to pistol whip somebody, I think it'd be John McCain.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not encouraging any of this. The only violence I'm encouraging is to get down to the big lots.
No.
Bring your fox-faced cat.
No.
If you're not already,
That's-
bring something with a bayonet on it. Let's
don't
get ready. A
encourage it.
musket, whatever you
No.
got to bring. It's time to take
Leave
our
it.
cats.
I know.
It's time to take our fox-faced cats back.
Okay, all right. Just let big lots executives and the government and
Sure,
the owners, let
big
them
business. Let's
let
let Wall
them
Street
solve it.
handle this.
Let them solve this situation. They'll take care of it. All right.
Is that all the news? Are we done with the news?
I guess so. I ain't
Folks,
nothing else I want to talk about anyway.
Just wanted to say thank you again. Thanks for listening. Thanks for giving us reviews. Thanks for telling your friends about
Rate
us.
your reviews, iTunes, Facebook, Chaches, Twitters. Get on there, rate your reviews. Watch this? You can see this now. You used to just listen to it. Now go on. That's YouTube's got pictures. Go on there and look at it. And, you know, you don't want to look at it after you listen to it in the car. I understand that. But, you know, just put it on the background or something. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to watch it twice. You can listen to it. You can watch it on YouTube.
One of the two is what I'm saying.
You can do
don't
both.
have to
You
do
can
both.
do both.
I don't mind if you do, but I don't know why anybody want to is the point I'm trying to say. But that's good. And Facebook's too, right? Get on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook's and all the different ways.
Facebook's a thumbs up, right?
Thumbs
up
it up.
on Facebook. Thumbs up on stuff. And, yeah, rates and reviews, yeah. Is that it? I don't know what else to say.
Oh, we still need that closing theme song.
Well, people said they'd listen to it all the way through, but they ain't musicians. Because there's some people say,
we need a musician
to listen to it all the way through.
Well, here you go.
Yeah.
What's a better way to end a podcast than a song about a horse?
All right.
Riding away.
Don't.
I could see his tail in the sunset, flicking this way and that, getting them flies off his haunches, never looking back. It's a horse on its way to wherever it's got to go. That horse is you and me. And that
roar running through the snow. The horse is you and me. Running through the snow.
Is there a second verse or is that it?
I don't know. That's enough. If there's like a TV show about a horse,
that'd be the end of it.
Play over it as long as he's weather.
I shouldn't. Maybe I dwelt too much on the flies. I don't know that you need to say about it. I think it should be like his powerful legs.
It wouldn't be as many flies in cold weather, too. Cold weather wouldn't be as many.
The point is he's headed somewhere. You don't know where he's going. Heading home from a long day of getting flies off of it. See?
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep going there. Maybe, maybe I should follow my instincts. Flies on a horse's haunches, flies on a horse's haunches. Everybody gotta go sometime. Today was the time for a horse. You can ride a horse till sunset, but the horse gotta sleep for a little bit. You can ride a horse till it gives out, but you are the one that... Horse shouts. You are the one
let's go.
What rhyme? If you ride a horse till it gives out, what's a good rhyme for that? You can ride a horse till it gives out.
Gives out.
You can ride a horse till it snout.
What is it?
You can ride a horse till you hurt his snout. But every time when the horse gets a second wind, that's when you and the horse really begin. It's cyclical.
Let's go. Come on.
I got to turn this off. Wait. What if the horse meets another horse? Because we're two horses. Two horses talking on the mic. Two horses and they're about alike.
All right, enough. Let's quit.
All right.
Hello, and welcome to Two Horses Podcast. I'm horse number 1.
And I'm Fly Skin. That's a humorous nickname they gave me a long time ago. Because when I was born, you see, and birthed out of my mother, the flies buzzed around and feasted upon the afterbirth.
Your skin.
And my skin.
Fly skin.
And horse number 1.
That's supposed to be humorous as well.
How so?
I was the first horse on the farm.
How is that humorous in any fashion?
Just thinking back about being the first horse on the farm and having that name is just kind of funny.
It is.
Like fly skin.
Sometimes when I'm out in the market or the car lot,
Uh-huh.
I feel like people aren't taking me seriously.
I don't think people ever take me seriously either.
It's hard to be a talking horse.
It is. I ate some hay earlier today.
Did you now?
and some carrot.
Uh-huh. I had a carrot.
And after I ate my carrot, I was polite and said, "Thank you, ma'am."
Who fed it to you?
Some nice little girl. Right through the fence.
Well, that was nice of her, and that was nice of you to thank her so politely.
Always polite horse number 1 was my nickname.
I eat some clover
Oh,
and a turnip.
turnip.
I found it.
All on your own?
Yep, it was by the corn crib.
About the only thing I can ever find alone to eat for me is grass.
Oh, I know. I like to eat grass, too.
Grass is free.
Well, that's the way God planned it.
Yep.
The same God that gave us the gift of speech.
And speed.
Now, you're quite a bit faster than I am, I have to admit.
Well, I can full gallop. I can go close to 35 miles an hour.
Oh, I've never clocked myself.
Well, you need to do it sometime. You might be surprised.
Well, I'm afraid of what I might find out. God damn these flies. Are they on you too, or
No.
is it just me?
But just still you.
I guess it's just me.
Been with you all this time. Always had that problem.
Well, it is a problem when they crawl around on you and just
Right now,
take little bites.
when I go outside, sometimes they try to get in my eye.
No, they follow me in here.
Yep. Swat them with your tail.
Well, I'm trying to.
Swat them. That's what I do. Swat them flies with your tail.
Well, my tail gets awful tired.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it goes, I guess.
More exercise for you. Running fast and swatting that tail.
Maybe if my tail wasn't so tired from swatting all them flies, then maybe I could gallop a little faster.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm doing all right,
You're
though.
doing pretty good, yeah. For a talking horse, you're about as good as I ever seen.
Well, I'd say right back at you, friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you kindly.
Well, I guess that's it for two horses.
Well, I was going to talk about apples.
Well, we don't want to shoot our whole wad this week.
Okay, but I love them. They're good.
I love them too.
Yeah. Apple's about the best thing there is.
If somebody gives you an apple through the fence,
It won't fit. Apple's too big. Carrot fit right in. Apple's got to throw over the fence. And no one wants to throw an apple because they want you to eat right out their hands.
well, just imagine if how people fed you was to throw stuff at you. That's not how. Nobody wants to get their food having it thrown at them.
Well, I'll say this much. You can throw a whole barrel of apples at me. I won't complain none.
Well, but what if you went to, say, McDonald's
Yeah?
and they just threw the hamburger at you or the French fries?
No, I wouldn't go there. That seems a little different.
That's not food for horses.
Nope.
They have apple slices.
They have apple slices and they have that hot apple pie.
Now, when they got the apple slices, that was front page news in the Talking Horse Gazette.
It was. Now I get what all this McDonald's business is about.
I didn't understand it till then,
Yep.
but now Now, I wouldn't mind taking a trip there, get some of them apple slices, and that. What was the other thing?
Well, I said hot apple pie,
That
but
hot apple
you don't
pie.
want that. No, sir.
Don't
No,
want
sir. No.
Why not?
I want my apple cold and juicy.
Round.
Not hot and runny.
I like a round
Yep.
apple.
Red apple.
Have you ever come across in your travels through pasture and hill and dale
Yeah.
an apple tree with the branches so low you could pick an apple right off a tree?
I've dreamt about it many a time.
I was hoping you'd tell me that you'd.
I came past one where they was too high for my long neck to reach up and get.
Oh, me too. That
Yeah.
was frustrating.
Frustrating because you don't ever quit trying.
So hungry.
And especially if you got somebody riding you.
They don't want to wait.
They don't. They'll swat you. They'll get you good with them spurs.
Now, the one good thing, I'm glad you brought that up, because the one good thing we've got going for us that that a horse who can't talk does not have
Oh,
going
yeah.
for them.
You can go, ouch.
We can say, that hurt me.
Yeah, let them know.
You don't want to say, don't do that or stop it.
Now, well, no, you just need to let them know that you're in pain.
Now, sometimes that makes them do it again.
Well, it has in the past for me, too.
I think I've had people do it harder once they knew that it hurt me.
Yeah. When you whinny, they can't tell which way you want it.
I've said it a million times. If you are a horse that can talk, don't waste time a whinnying.
Don't do it.
Go ahead and speak your mind. Say what you're thinking.
You can say, I'm going to buck you off, or if it goes the other way, you just say, go on and get it over with.
Some talking horses will see people coming up and they'll go, "Yee."
Yep.
I say hello.
I say, how do you do, sir, or madam?
Good morning to you.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon that's about all the time we've got for two horses today.
I have a little more about apples, but I'll save that for next week.
Yeah, we don't want to. We were nearly 10 minutes in,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know how long people want to listen to a talking horse.
Well, not long at all. I think maybe we wore out our welcome.
I bet we proved that point. I always said, my daddy said, listen, nobody's going to want to listen to a talking horse for more than 10 minutes, so start strong.
I didn't know your daddy could talk.
No, he told horse talk.
Oh, not regular
Not
talking.
regular talk.
Oh,
he
I
told me
see.
that in horse language,
Yeah.
and it's always stayed with me.
A
Now I say it out loud in the human tongue.
A beautiful language. I don't care what anyone says.
It is beautiful, but I don't need to hear it out in public. That's for
It's a lot more strain on you talking horse talk.
You got to go.
You got to put your all into that.
No, if left up to me, I would prefer the human tongue.
Yeah, same here.
I like, for religious ceremonies, it's fine. If you're talking to your elderly grandparents or children, that's fine.
Oh, they can get up and rear up and whinny all they want.
If you're doing some sort of celebration, say it's your granny's 100th birthday and people want to talk some horse talk to her, that's fine. But I'm a talking horse gifted with the human tongue.
If the good Lord decided to bestow this great honor on us two horses, then I don't think we need to insult him by hiding it from anyone.
Nope.
No matter how many horses it upsets, or people, or dogs.
Dogs do not like it.
Dogs do not like a talking horse. They don't like regular horse.
But a talking horse, dogs
That's
do
the
not
worst
like it.
thing. I don't care if I ever see me another dog. If that's racist, so be it. Speciesist.
Well, that's it for Two Horses. I hope you've enjoyed hearing us talk.
Well, come back next week for Two Horses podcast, and I'll have a little more to tell you about the apples.